Hey, Alex B. It's going well. Except my planner's doing something funky. How are you doing? $97 hours? Holy crap. How do you possibly... How do you even fit that in a week? That's crazy. Well, hopefully you get a nice break after that. What it is you do? What do you do? I hope it's not. Hope it's not too much physical work, because 97 hours is a long time. Oh wow, yeah, okay, that's a... Well, what you do is important, that's for sure. Do you have a lot of different calls, or is it just a lot of downtime? Move this tractor to a different field. A little of both. I work two different services. That's a... Either way, I mean, it's a long work week. 97 hours. Even if there's not a lot of calls. I'm guessing it's more than 5 days. Even if it's like 7 days a week, it's like what? At least 13-hour days, 14-hour days? Or was it more than just 7 days? It seems like it's not legal in order to make you work that much. Or to work that much. When do you sleep? Might have just hit that stop sign. Oh well. Adam Smith, it's going well. Thanks for joining. It's going pretty good here. Just moving my digger to a different field while I was planting the other one. Multiple 24-hour shifts. Jeez, man. Yeah. Get sleep where you can, I suppose. Dang. Well, that's impressive, at the least. Yeah, Adam. Right now, I'm thinking that I want to convert the older Magnum. I already have it most of the way converted. Just gotta finish, do the wheel configurations really. I want to convert the old Magnum. Yeah, since it was already on consoles, so hopefully I can just take the old version, update it, and change the wheel configs. Just gotta get around to it. So, get distracted with playing and I haven't been modding as much for this game than I did the other game either. But yeah, I do want to convert the old Magnum. I don't know when I'll be able to get it finished. Just got to get some ambition to get it started. Once I get it started, I'll probably get through it pretty quick. It is converted and working. It's just I got to get things cleaned up on it, really. Alright, let's move to the new field. I'm gonna go back to my planter. Yeah, once you start farming, long hours become. There's no long hours unless you've experienced farming long hours, so I can feel that. I never worked 24 hours myself, but I came close to it, working on the farm in my high school days. I think I worked a 21 or 22 hour shift, picking stones and then driving silage truck. I just hit that tree. I just hit that tree. Oops. Thanks, Michael. The compliment and for joining the stream. Glad you enjoyed the trailers. Glad I finally got them done. Let me know if there's any audio issues or if I need some balancing between my voice and the game. I think it should be good, but never know. What's my favorite mod I've made? I'd have to say the Steigers. I put so much work into the Steigers over the last couple years after bringing them to FS19, now FS22. So I'd have to say the Steigers. It's my favorite tractor, and I just love all the details I put into that mod. And do love the trailers though. But yeah, the Steigers are definitely my favorite. The game is a bit loud. Okay, I'll turn the game down a little bit. Thanks for letting me know. Should be a little bit better. You installed FS again just for my trailers? Dang. Well, that makes me feel good. Thanks. I know a lot of people were waiting for those for a long time, so happy that I could finally get them out and let people enjoy them. Especially since I didn't finish them for 19 like I was hoping to. How'd I get into modding for Farm Sim? Well, it really started in FS17. I kind of dabbled with modding a little bit. Didn't do anything. Didn't release anything publicly, but it was mostly mapping. I mostly made custom maps for myself. Never really thought I'd ever get into modding tractors or equipment. But then in FS19, no one was really working on the case equipment. So I actually kind of wanted to add different wheel configurations to the Magnums on the FS19, and I started doing that, learning on my own. Finally figured out how to added wheel configurations, and then started adding a bunch of other options, and eventually I made something where I thought that other people might enjoy it. So I released it, and then I don't know, people really liked it, so I decided to start modding, made a page, and just took off from there. Nice, you live in Michigan? I live in Michigan too. Only about 20 minutes away from where I'm actually farming in this game. Just Frankenmuth. Yeah, you see those the East Genesis and Mac. I'm not sure what the Mac version is, the name of the Mac trailers, but yeah, you see that. Yeah, at least the East Genesis trailers all over the place in Michigan. Usually see the 5.3 wheel setup. But yeah, you see the 8 axles around all the time as well. I love when people comment being like, "There's too many axles. Trucks don't have that many axles." And you've never been to Michigan, I can tell. Nice. Yeah, I'm in the Saginaw area, so I'm only about 20 minutes away from Frankenmuth. "30 minutes away from Lansing." Nice. That's pretty close by. Finally starting to get some nice weather in Michigan. I'm loving it. Okay, yeah, so I know where that is. Nice. It's cool to see how many people are from Michigan that play the game. Everyone that does know or is from Michigan always, like I said, appreciates the 8 axles, trailers even, and it's fun to see how many people are from Michigan that they follow the page. And I know obviously the Taylor Farms or Michigan Map Farming that made the Frankenmuth map. It lives in Frankenmuth, so pretty fun to see how many people from the community are in the area. Do I play SnowRunner? I've played it. I do not play it regularly. I had it on my PlayStation 4. Played it a couple years ago, but only played it like once or twice, not for very long. Never really got into it. I like the physics and the driving physics, and it's really neat to see how well simulated the ground is. I wish that Farming Simulator had a similar kind of ground physics, but maybe someday. I'm guessing you must play SnowRunner? Yeah, I didn't experience the bugginess when it came out. I didn't play it until it was out for a while, so I didn't get to experience its broken state. Seems like a lot of games have that kind of state when they come out nowadays. Sadly. Are you playing SnowRunner right now? Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was too limiting for me. I like my open world games. Not necessarily like have a specific missions to do. I haven't really dabbled much into it, I guess. But it didn't really keep me interested, I guess, when I was playing it. alert off. Honestly, Michael, I didn't even know there was a Michigan map on SnowRunner. You know what? Maybe I'm thinking of MudRunner. Isn't that a game? Isn't that the game? Is that the game before SnowRunner? I might not have even played SnowRunner. I might have played MudRunner. That's how unfamiliar I am with those games. I'm not even sure. So I played it once or twice. Maybe it was MudRunner. So I don't know what the Michigan map was like on SnowRunner. Yeah, so it was probably MudRunner I played. Like I said, it was on my PlayStation 4, so it was quite a few years ago. I definitely get the appeal of it though. It's a fun game. It has nice simulated physics. Trudging through the mud, trudging through the snow. Yeah, I must have been playing MudRunner, because I don't think it was before 2020, or sorry, after 2020. I must have forgot to press apply, because it's still beeping at me. Yeah, stop. Fix that. Off. Good. Ah. Probably helped the boost the sales of the game since it came out in lockdown. No one could do anything. Might as well buy SnowRunner. Well, yeah, as long as it's a good American map. I don't. Only thing they could really do for to make it feel like Michigan is just make a road that's just full of potholes. That would be a true Michigan map. Will T. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate the kind words. Silage blades in progress. Mainly working on a new model for the connection to the Steigers. The old one was kind of lacking, so I'm trying to make a new connection for new mount for the blade on the Steigers right now. Everything else is converted with the blade, so it's in progress. It's my next up on the list. I'm also trying to work on an update for the trailers right now, so a couple different things that I'm working on right now. Also want to convert the older Magnums. Mentioned that a little bit earlier in the stream. Want to convert the older large frame Magnum that I made in FS19. Hello, Dallas. Thanks for joining. Yeah, Michael, I agree. It's like, I'm really happy with all the added American equipment to the game. I mean, that's all I'm using. Pretty much all I'm using is mods. I don't. All these vehicles I'm using, all the tanks, the tanks I converted myself from FS19. But that was by custom modding. The planters by custom modding. Tractor, technically base game, but modded by Casarius modding. So yeah, it's awesome to see how many modders are making awesome equipment and vehicles. And I'm glad to be a part of it. Yeah, I can't say I would play a lot of. I probably wouldn't play much Farming Simulator if it wasn't for the mods either. The mods really make it. I haven't played on the base game map since when the Frankenmuth map came out pretty quickly. I think it was within the first few months. Yep, those are the top dogs that make a lot of good. Oops, keep forgetting to re-engage my planter. There we go. And Michael, we do get paid if we get the mods on all platforms, or not even all platforms, just on ModHub. So we do get paid for downloads on the official Farming Simulator ModHub page. It's not much. It's like 0.0004 cents per download, but it's something. So we do get paid a little bit. It's definitely not worth our time to get paid for it. I can never make a living off of it, but you get a little bit. I get some donations, not a lot of donations, but I get some donations occasionally, so it's always nice to get those too. I feel like my time's not, it makes it more worth it. I would say if a good mod, if it gets a lot of downloads, it'll reach $100. So as long as it's a good mod and a lot of people download it, I would say almost every mod can reach as $100. But I mean, I'm putting well over 100 hours into it, so I'm not even making $1 per hour if that's the case, Now some mods are simpler than others, so if you make a really simple mod, it only takes you a few hours, and you get a lot of downloads on it, then get a good return on your time spent. But yeah, I saw that SID modding got a job with Giants. It's pretty awesome, doing what he loves. Yeah, the console modding process is definitely a major pain. It wouldn't be so bad if the wait times to get mods tested wasn't so long. But man, these trailers took like an extra month to get out, just because of little tiny things, and Giants kept coming back with very minor issues that they reported to me like one at a time. So I'd fix like one thing and then come back and tell me to fix something completely separate that they didn't report to me. So it's a little frustrating to get stuff on console, but it's worth it in the end. I mean, a lot more people get to use it and enjoy it. Plus, it does make better quality mods. The mods are cleaned up, and there's always some issues, but usually not many issues compared to PC mods. I'm gonna need to fill this planter up soon. Probably should just do that before I run out. Gotta go get my truck though. This thing is super loud. Can I get an update of your precision drill? I didn't really. I wasn't really the one that brought that to FS22. It was mostly permis modding. I did work on it a little bit. I don't really plan on making any updates to it. If anything, you can just edit the XML file to hold more seed. If that's what you're looking to do, you can just edit the XML file. Something simple if you want to fix that. Wait, you're saying SIID quit? Giants? I haven't been keeping up with them. That's surprising if he did, but I don't know. I don't know what's been going on, so. Yeah, NEFG, he made some good quality Case IH mods. I do miss him releasing stuff. Hello, Phil. Thanks for joining. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, modding takes a lot of time, so it's hard to keep up and really pump out good quality stuff. You have to put a lot of hours into it, and then you don't get a lot of money in return of your free time. So yeah, it would be nice if all platforms could adjust the XML files. I don't know. I don't think it could ever be possible, just the way that console is, but it would be very nice. A lot more freedom for the console modders, console players. Is it harder to mod in FS22 than previous versions? No, in general, no. It's about the same. And like, since FS19, it was pretty much the same. The jump from 17 to 19 was different. There was a different material system, so converting mods and making mods for FS19 was harder. But the jump from 19 to 22, there wasn't much change. Maybe a few more requirements for console mods, but other than that, it was pretty much the same. Oh, he quit because it was taking too much of his personal life. Yeah, I guess if he's working longer hours there for whatever reason, then could see it. My job takes too much time in my personal life too. That's good to hear that he's still on good terms with him. I'd hope so. Hope he... I don't know if he must be still modding. I haven't followed him or looked at his page in a while, so I'm not sure what he's doing, but I hope he's still modding. Generally, that's why most people stop modding, is because of personal life and kids. And talked to a lot of modders from the FS15, even 13 days. They're big modders back then that, you know, that they modded when they were the early 20s, no kids, and then once they had kids, and then it kind of stopped modding because you get busy. It takes a lot of time to mod, so to make good quality stuff anyway. Oh yeah, that's right. I have seen that there's an update on that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Good old Gleaner combines. I love seeing those things around. Someone tried to convert my chem tanks, but they don't have a fill trigger. I mean, it had a fill trigger in FS19, so it should just be a XML line edit. Couldn't tell you which one. I haven't used the converted ones myself. Generally, I don't like people converting my stuff because they have issues, and then people come to me about the issues. I don't know how to fix it out right now, honestly. Now there have been people that have converted some of my mods, and they've asked me if they can, and as long as they ask, and then I know there's no issues when they release it, I have no problem. Like Permas Modding asked if he could update my seeders to the new game, the case seeders, and I appreciated that because then I could like look over it myself, and I even ended up working a little bit on it just to improve the dirt maps and I think some animation sounds and stuff. And then I think he released it on his page. I don't think I released it on mine. But at least I knew that what was getting released was working in proper order rather than being broken. And SF Farm and Photography. Hey, what's up? Thanks for joining. Welcome to the stream. Oh gosh, planter's going all wonky again. Ugh. Hey, it's fine. Whatever, I'm gonna go to this. I gotta get this field cleaned up before I can plant it. Get my trusty quad track. Alice Hammers and Gleaners, yeah. I saw, I think it was Julian F modding was making some Alice Hammers, was it? I don't remember. I don't generally use them myself, so I'm probably not gonna mod those brands of equipment. I'm not sure who. I do remember what you were talking about, Michael, but I don't remember what the name of that modder was. SF Farm, yeah, I'm working on the dozer blade, the Pitbull blade from FS19. So I'm working on that right now, getting it converted. I have it in game. It's just not working completely properly, and I want to make a new mount for the Steigers. So I have working on that right now, and also updates to the trailers. So those two things are in progress right now. The chem tanks. I was planning to work with another modder on a new model for him, but I haven't heard anything lately. So I'm probably gonna contact him and see if that new model is getting made or not, or if he does want to make it. If not, then I'm probably just gonna convert my old ones. The model is okay. It's not great, but it's okay. So chem tanks eventually, but they're not started yet. I haven't even used them actually on FS22. I haven't used them myself, so that's why I haven't converted them. And the dozer blade as well. I haven't really used it on my own saves, so I don't get the urge to work on it. But soon I'm getting upgrades to my own personal save here, so I'm going to be wanting one soon. So I'll probably start working on it, honestly. Steenkamp, yeah. Yep, he was one that he was working on. I thought he was still around though, but I guess I haven't seen any mods released from him. So he made the older version of the Steigers in FS19. Hello, Zachary, thanks for joining. Yeah, Steenkamp was that's the one you were talking about. Yeah, a lot of good modders quit for FS22. Like I was saying earlier, it takes a lot of your time to mod. Sometimes it's too much time in your personal life. And cultivating the ditch a little bit. That's okay. Tight turn. Yeah, I mean, I didn't fully quit, but I definitely am not making as many mods as I did for 19. For 22. I think part of it has to do with I'm putting more time into each of my mods and makes the release process a lot slower. If I just made my mods simpler, it wouldn't take as long. But I like putting a lot of detail into my mods, so rather produce quality over quantity. Especially since I'm not really the best at modeling, so I can't really bring brand new equipment to the game. The trucks were definitely the most modeling, or the trailers, definitely the most modeling I've done on a mod. Spent a lot of time. I got the base model from someone else that actually purchased it, but I did a lot of additional modeling work on it. So I learned a lot modeling for the superior end dump trailers. Oops. Got to the neighbor's field a little bit. Hopefully he's okay with that. Started making a map, but have not been able to touch it in months. Yeah, mapping takes even more time. Once you have a system down, I guess I know some map makers have a pretty good system down where they can pump out maps pretty quick, but starting from scratch takes a long time and a lot of commitment. It's all fun and games until you get to the minor details, and then it's difficult to keep making progress and keep at it. Are my dump trailers based on the same brand that they were in FS19? It's hard to say. So the FS19 versions, I'm not sure what model they were exactly based on. I think it was an East dump trailer model, based on an East model. I'm not sure what the name of it was. In the game, I called them the Lizard EP end dumps. EP standing for external post, which is kind of the design they were, where you see the posts or on the outside of the trailer that to provide the support for the box. I'm not sure the name, if it was technically a Genesis. I'm not sure what the type of trailer was, but it was definitely based on the East model. So technically it's the same brand, yeah, because the Lizard Superior end dumps are based on the East Genesis trailer model. I kind of incorporated some different brand designs in there as well, like the ruffled walls, as it is in the mod, I would say that's more based on the Mac. I'm not sure the Mac model name, but based on the Mac dump trailers and dump trailers. So I would say it is based on the same brand, just different models, I guess. Yep, and that'll happen too, Phil. You get started at a mod, and then something comes up in life and makes it so you can't work on it. It's only happened multiple times for me. Especially with work. That's what happened with the Steigers, really, in my release for the Steigers. I was working on it in the spring of 2022. And then work started just getting absolutely crazy. I didn't have the desire to come home and work on them. So didn't end up releasing them until I think it was October 22. So. Yeah, Michael, you're thinking of the ruffled sidewalls. That was directly based on the Mac trailers. I do want to make a couple different external post options. So I have one right now, the one external post option. It's pretty easy to add the sidewall configurations. I want to add a couple more. I have like 2 in mind. I don't know the brand they're based on, honestly. But I see them around all the time and makes me want to add this different sidewall configurations. It's not really realistic because obviously certain brands have their certain styles, but it's nice being able to configure one trailer for whatever you want. I do like working on semis. I just don't. I don't know. It's not in my direct plans. I probably won't end up making one, honestly, for consoles. Cause I take the ones that are released and severely edit them on my own, custom sounds, even adding some custom configurations and stuff just to make them my own. But I don't know if I could make my own. It would be cool. I'd want to base it on a real life brand. There are already a lot of semis, for PC anyway. So that's kind of why I really have. Oops, I kind of missed a strip. Don't really have the desire to work on my own. Generally, my motivation to work on a mod is my desire to use it in my own saves. So I really have a hard time working on mods that I don't want to use. But if I made a nice truck, maybe. I do like using the name brand trucks on PC. Yeah, I know. I mean, 82 Studios already has the TLX Phoenix out, right? I don't use it personally. It's not my style of truck, but I know it has got a lot of options, a lot of cool options, a lot of cool features. He makes good quality mods. Pretty much the highest quality really you can get. That him and custom modding make just perfect. Not perfect mods, but very good quality mods. Mine are just the quality is not always the best, I would say, but my configurations and options and small little details are usually pretty good. My modeling could use some work though. Oh, I didn't turn off the beeping in this truck. Hold on. Oh gosh. Not what I wanted to do. I'm in the ditch. In the ditch. Yep. That's alright. And I'm cultivating. Great. That didn't just happen. Okay. Yeah, C&H was a weird situation. I don't know about that guy. He had a very childish way of looking at things. I don't know. Seems like he didn't really have a good mindset. I don't know. Sometimes you gotta ignore the trolls and the haters of the world, and he took them, anything anyone said personally, it seemed, and then kind of went off and went on a bunch of rants, and I don't know. Just seemed like a strange situation. It was made some cool stuff though, no doubt. The truck he was making looked pretty cool. Sad to see that he went out the way he did, but I know he liked like dangling mods, and yeah, he liked dangling mods in front of the community and being like, respect me, otherwise I won't release this. And it's just not a very professional way to go about things. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of drama. Like, I think he liked the drama. He enjoyed drama. I hate drama. I want to stay out any drama that there is. I hate it. There was drama. There's a little bit of drama between me and custom modding and SIAD modding back in the mid FS19 days, and I hated it. I absolutely hated it. But me and custom modding worked things out. It's kind of the same thing with JHHG modding. Great mods, great modder, makes awesome mods, but dang, loves the drama. Just him and custom modding just love drama. I don't know if custom modding loves drama, but JHG loves the drama. Always sparking controversy on making mods, and people are copying mods, and it's ridiculous. Yeah, and the community definitely is harsh on modders sometimes, no doubt. Generally, if you speak with respect to people, they'll respect you back. I haven't really received hate or troll comments or mean comments. If anything, I'd expect people to complain that I'm not releasing mods quick enough, which I understand because I'm really not. But it's just I work on what I work on when I can, and I'm spending my own free time to do it, so I don't feel bad. I don't make people pay for anything, so it's not like I'm obligated to do it. I'm doing it out of my own kindness, really. So I don't really receive much hate myself, but I'm sure people say some nasty things, like you said. And that's another thing, Michael. Yeah, now that you say that, that's right. He said if anyone asks when they're going to be released again, he's going to stop making them. People ask about mod releases all the time, and I understand why they're doing it, and I answer some of them. I don't answer everybody, but I try to answer some of them, because it is, people like to know, even if, or at least get an estimate, even if it's not exactly when. I try to give estimates, but I don't usually meet my timing that I want, so it is what it is. They banned a few modders. I don't know if it was over the 3D track thing. That was a little controversy back in, it was like Christmas of 2020, I think it was. Where I think it was, yeah, Christmas of 2020, they banned somebody for the use of 3D tracks that were part of the DLC. Pretty much someone took the DLC files and were able to decrypt them and use the files from them, and then they kind of got spread around the community, and people were using the 3D tracks in their mods, and they got on Mod Hub, and then Giants figured out that they were from the DLC and started banning I don't know how many people they banned. I think they banned a couple modders. They didn't ban me. They just removed, because I had the 3D tracks on my Magnums or Magnum, and they took my mod. They didn't take my mod off the mod hub, but they stopped. Did they take it off the mod hub? Honestly, they might have. I can't quite remember, but I know that I stopped getting compensation from that mod, in particular, the one that had 3D tracks. So I lost out on maybe like $100 some just because they stopped giving me my download rewards for it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, custom modding and SID. I think they all got unbanned after they talked to them. I don't know why I didn't, honestly, because I had the same 3D tracks. I don't know. Maybe it's because I only had it on one mod. But they didn't ban me. I just released an update quickly to take them off. Yeah, but they stopped giving me the rewards from it, though, that's for sure. Now it's my most popular mod, too, which kind of sucked. I think I have like over 700,000 downloads on that. Probably more by now. Yeah, I stopped receiving compensation for it at least halfway through. Yeah, and it was only for a short amount of time, yeah. Which is really stupid. It was really a thing where Giants should have released those 3D tracks. They should have released to the modding community. They shouldn't have held it in a DLC. It's kind of just scummy trying to get people to pay money for the DLC. If they would have just gave the files out to at least the community, the 3D track files, just to let them use the assets, it would have been all that. The whole issue would have been just non-existent. It's just kind of silly on Giants' parts, which it's no surprise really. Yeah, CNH. Like I said, CNH loved the drama. He posted about drama. He went on rants. Just it seemed like almost every post was him going on a rant about something. Yeah, not very welcoming. People leech onto that. Knows he's going on rants, and they just throw gas on the fire, which makes it makes him get even more mad. And that's why you can't do that. Can't feed on the trolls. Can't go on rants. Yeah, Michael, I really do like streaming. It's hard to keep up on it. A lot of times I don't find a good, nice window to play and stream. I think I've said this in every single stream I've done, but I do want to start streaming more. 'Cause I do enjoy it. It's always nice and chill just to sit here and talk and play the game. I would really like to play multiplayer too, but I just have a hard time. Multiplayer just gets complicated with seasons and stuff. You really have to have people that are on like the same exact schedule as you to be able to play all the time. And that's just kind of hard. Plus, I wouldn't be able to use all the mods that I use because I use a lot of custom edits and stuff. But I do wish I could play multiplayer with people. Which I could play an unmodded version of multiplayer and play with some of the community maybe. Or not necessarily unmodded, but only like Mod Hub release mods. I also love playing on 4X maps. It's getting dark. I'm probably gonna skip till morning. Yeah, and I would love to stream every Sunday night. I definitely won't be able to, so I usually have things going on throughout the weekends. So it's probably gonna be whenever I have a free weekend, just to have some downtime to play and chill. All right, I'm gonna sleep. Shut her down for the night. Which one of my characters can do that? Okay, I'll just teleport to this guy. Streams are a little more exciting when I actually have something mods to show off and stuff. But I really don't have anything to show off right now. Just released my trailers. Nothing there. Blade doesn't really have anything to show yet. Looks like another nice day out here in Frankenmuth. Did they say it was possible for, did Giant say it was possible for the 4X maps to all platforms? I didn't. I remember hearing about that they released one and it was out for a little while, but I didn't really keep up on it. I didn't know they said it was possible, then retracted their statement. That's kind of funny. That's typical Giants, I would say. Yeah, the 4X map is definitely definitely bigger than the base game map. The base game map is only these 4 plots here. No. It's not even that. It goes up to like this line up here. Yeah. It's like this line, this road. It's all this zone. So all this up here is all new. I haven't got away much. What I kind of did here, I will show my farm setup here just in a second. But what I did is I was playing on the base game, or the base size, standard size map, and then when the 4X map released by KarlFarms, or Michigan Maps Modding, sorry. I transferred all the same fields to this save and all my equipment to this save, so they have all the same working hours and stuff, and then rebuilt my farm. So I'll show off my farm. That's a good idea. I gotta find a good worker to do it. Let's do this one. So I'll show off in this mode. But this is on, yeah, like I said, the Frankenmuth 4x map. So it's the main farm setup. I kind of deleted all the buildings. So this is my main shop area. I'll walk around in them. Have the converted this one myself. It's the Millennial Farms Millennial Farmer shed shop, what do you want to call it? The main shop that they have. It was by Mapper's Paradise. They released it in FS19. I converted it to 22 so I could use it because I love it. The interactions with the doors in this garage are just amazing, and the lighting and stuff. And I have a large shop, the workshop shop, so I can pull any vehicle in here I want and work on it. Then I got my cold storage shed. Kind of empty right now. Usually has all my tillage equipment, which is all just sitting outside over here now. Storing the combine and beet digger. Then I have my bin set up with has a corn dryer. So this is holds the dry corn and wet corn. Soybeans. I think oat, wheat, barley, something like that. They only hold one crop each. They're modded, so they only hold one crop each, so it's somewhat realistic. And the AGI bins I edited myself too to add the corn drying system, so it makes dry corn for a production site, and only holds one bin of wet corn, one bin of dry corn. So somewhat realistic farming. I like to keep things a little bit realistic. So this is my main equipment farm. Then you got the house. So some house by Elk Mountain Modding, I believe is what it's called. Make a pretty awesome house. Has a lot of interactive features and stuff. Yeah, the Artsway Digger actually is I don't know if it released for in FS22 or not. Actually released, but it's a conversion from North Dakota Modding and Mapping's release in FS19. Yeah, I love this. I love beet harvesting. Huge in Michigan around here, so I love doing beets in game. Hop in my truck and go to my cow farm, dairy farm. Yeah, the Mapper's Paradise Millennial Farms map release was pretty rocky. It's just it comes down to promising release dates and not meeting them, and people getting upset. And then yeah, I just delayed it a bunch, and people gave him, hated on him and gave him said mean things to him. I don't blame him. That's hard to do when people are giving you that much toxic feedback. So this is my came in hot. This is my cow farm area. So I got another little house over here. It's getting a little laggy. Hopefully it's not too bad in the stream. So this one, I have my small barn that holds some cows. I have it kind of separated, so this one kind of holds the mothers while they're or the pregnant cows, and then once they have their cows, I transfer them, the older cows to my main milk barn. So I have two different barns that I get milk from. I got my hay and it's most of my hay and straw storage shed. And I have this barn is a conversion of Modding Welt's farm pack. So it's not, I don't think this is released. I kind of edited it myself. Obviously I put KarlFarms on the side. But I modded it so it also holds silage and pretty much all crops, so I can just fill up using my tractor over here. Actually, you know what? I think I need to feed my cows anyway, so maybe I'll just do that while I'm here. Yeah, I will. Nate, you hating on root crops? Yeah, root crops are a pain. I don't I don't really enjoy doing not beets, potatoes at all. I actually hate doing potatoes. Well, we don't really do potatoes in Michigan, so I don't really have the desire to do them either. But I do love harvesting beets with the beet digger. You just got to enjoy the slow process, that's all. Yeah, in FS19, I think this modding pack or this building pack with the cow sheds was pretty popular. But I don't know if modding Welt is even modding for FS20 too, so I haven't seen anything from them anyway. Maybe they are, but this barn was just amazing interactiveness and just highest quality building really. So that's why I just had to convert it for FS22. Move it away, cow. Yeah, I agree, Michael. I think beat equipment there's definitely not much like good American beat equipment in the game. You have the Ropas and stuff, but which are cool, and a lot of farms do use those. A lot of large scale farms use them, but it's always fun to use the beet diggers, and I've always enjoyed the whole beet operation. There's always so much activity going on, and the coordination between the digger and the trucks and dump carts, topper. It's a fun operation. Yeah, I tend to only do crops and such that are done around my area. I don't know why. I think probably a lot of people do that. Just what I'm used to, what I like seeing, and what I grew up seeing, growing up, riding in the tractor with. So I haven't seen the rock picker that Mac Trucker's working on. I did have rocks on. I think I still have rocks on. I thought I might have turned them off. They were getting really annoying and buggy and glitchy, and I don't really enjoy taking rock pickers through fields because it's not really realistic for Michigan. I don't know anyone that has a rock picker in Michigan. Probably is, but the way it works in game is kind of funky. Where is that option? Did I miss it? Fieldstone. Yeah, I turned Fieldstone off. Which they still show up. I know I've seen them when I've been cultivating. But they don't, I don't know. I don't know how it works. I turned them off because I was getting tired of them not going away, and I don't like taking rock picking machines through my fields. It's boring to me. So yeah, this is my farm setup and my cow farm setup anyway. Also, this tractor is another conversion that it's a custom conversion. It's an FS19 tractor, and I converted it myself, and it's not really a very well put together mod. It definitely, I think it has errors in the log still, so it's not something I'm going to release, but it's something I just converted myself. I have a small storage shed. It has some of my older equipment, and it has my chopper and hay equipment. My old International. Put some love into that bad boy. A random roller out here. Then I have a few trucks and other small things in these shops here. Not a whole lot in here, but I got my milk tanker and cattle trailer. So yeah, I love the farm setup here in the Frankenmuth map. A lot of times I have a hard a lot of times I have a hard time making a good farm that I like sticking with. Finally got down to something that I really like. I like the setup. I like being able to drive back and forth between the two via this pathway. And I don't like if I have the two farms too close together, or the two uh, yeah, if I have the two farms close together, like if I had all those sheds and grain bins all next to all those cattle barns and other sheds, it gets a little laggy. The game really can't handle that many placeables in one area, so that's why I kind of have it separated. I have some equipment over there, some equipment over here, so my frame rate doesn't drop to 10 when I'm over here. I have a decent computer too. It's just the game is so unoptimized. Doesn't use my full CPU's power, and I hope Giants can improve that with future games. I thought I was going to get better with. I did get better with FS22, but it could get even more better. Even more better. It's probably not a real word, but. Oh yeah, a 14-meter wide rock picker. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know. Picking rocks or something is not something that is fun to me. I barely like even rolling fields. I actually don't really roll fields anymore. I did at the beginning of the game, but now I have this set up with my cultivator. Oops. So I cultivate and then roll it right afterwards, which I really like that. Less passes and but yeah, I think I agree. I don't. I think that's the first time I saw a rock picking machine was on Millennial Farmers channel. Before that, I don't think I've ever seen a rock picker. If you asked me what a rock picker was before I saw his channel, I would have said my two hands, because that's how we did it growing up. Worked on I picked stones for my uncle's farm, and then I also worked on a farm and was pick stones on that farm as well. A loader tractor in your bare hands. That's all you got. I don't know. Maybe it's that. I mean, it seems like even in the Minnesota farms, they get a somewhat similar amount of rocks. I can tell you, I've picked some massive rocks out of the field with a loader tractor. But that's really all that those good pickers are good for, are the large rocks. I've never seen an actual rock picker, or not actual. I've never seen a rock picker where they have the wing or the wings extended, and I don't even know how that works. I know they exist. I've seen a video on it before, but it's just not practical for Michigan. It's not enough smaller rocks, I guess. So the John Deere dealer in your town that has two 8RX is nice. There's one kind of near Frankenmuth in the town of Reese. There's a dealer I know that they've seen an 8RX there, and pretty much seen every John Deere there before. I don't think I've ever seen two at the same time, but there's some massive dealers out west of me too, with a lot of different equipment. a small New Holland dealer. Yeah, generally those New Holland dealers have a lot of smaller equipment. Don't know many people that actually use New Holland tractors. Any farm I've ever worked on or been to have mainly used either Case IH equipment or John Deere equipment. Usually a mix of both. One farm I worked where they used Krone choppers, so that's different brand. But yeah, mostly Case though, mostly Case IH equipment and tractors. A little bit of John Deere. I've only really ever drove Case tractors. I have driven an old John Deere. I think it was a, God, I know what one it was. Is there a version of it in this game? I don't think there is. They might be a smaller 4000 series John Deere. I'm not as familiar with John Deere, honestly. I don't think it's in the game. Yeah, I do see some Massey Ferguson around here. You don't really... I've never driven one or been on a farm that had one, but it seems like they're starting to grow in popularity around here a little bit, though. I see farmers. You see farmers in the field with them, so someone's using them. No problem, Phil. I got what you're saying. What do you guys like? I don't know if you're actually watching or just listening to the stream. Do you like the in-cab view more? Outdoor cab view? Or a little of both? I usually mix it up while I'm playing. Usually spend a little time in the cab and then take a look at the outside for a little while. Usually when I'm turning, I like to be in first person. It's always nice to see the outside view of the tractor when you're... Click the GPS button and just look around. Yeah, I'd say the third person's probably more exciting to look at. Especially from a gameplay perspective. But the first person gives that immersion. I should swivel my seat. Northern Ireland? Dang. What do they farm? What do they even farm in Ireland? Probably somewhat similar crops, grain-wise. The canola, grain. But I don't know. I don't know what they do in Ireland, honestly. And by fleet, do you mean you saying like harvester, tractors, everything, or does they have a bunch of tractors? Ah, grass silage. Okay, that makes sense. That makes even more sense. Grass silage, probably a lot of, you know, mowers and tedders and rakes and whatever you want to call them. Probably a lot of smaller equipment, so that makes sense that they would have Massey Fergusons. Generally, they make smaller tractors. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Those Krone choppers are nice. Quite the machines they are. The farm that I used to work on, they have, I think they have 4 of Big X 100. What level is it? They have I think they have 4 of them now. Yeah, the 1180. I think they have 4 of these they're running now. They used to only have 2 when I was working for them, but they have expanded since then. I don't even know. I'm not even sure what is high spec. High spec and heavy tankers. I'm not familiar with either of those. Alright. Done digging this field now. Okay, that makes sense why I haven't heard of them. If they're Irish brands. Can we copy your farm build on the regular size map? Yeah, I think the farm sizes are the same exact in the standard map. So the standard map is, I went over this, but the standard map is the same. So these 2 areas are the same size. There's just added fields on the outside. So yeah, my farm builds would fit. Whatever I built here would fit in the same standard map. So I used to have it on the standard map, actually. I'm just gonna get this out of the way for now. I feel like taking it. Park it on the road. I'll grab my planter. I guess I will get this out of the way. My truck is silent all of a sudden. It's weird. Okay, something weird's going on with my sound. Got a glitch going on where my tractor is silent. It's frustrating. I don't know why it does this. From certain angles it turns off the sound. I don't know why it does that. I've had it happen once before though. It's really weird. I don't know why the sound's doing that. I'm probably gonna get started on this next field and then call her a night. The trailer. I don't believe so. I think it's called the Lizard Super Tender. I think it might be on PC only, but I think it's called the Lizard Super Tender, and it's public. I think I might have edited the volumes that it holds a little bit. Yeah, I did, because I added the ability for it to hold herbicide and fertilizer at the same time. So, but it is public, the base version. What is going on with my sound? Now I can't hear anything. Oh. It's really weird. But I'll go back to that trailer in a second and look at it. So weird. Yeah, you should be able to find it if you look up Lizard Super Tender. You'd be able to find it. Silent tractor. I don't know why it does this. It might be a mod doing something. Yeah, good, nice, Phil. That's probably the best thing you can do in Farm Sim is switch to PC. It's just, it makes the game just, the experience just so much better. So the quality of the visuals and number of mods, recommend everyone to, if they can, to switch to PC. It's a little more difficult to start, get everything set up, but it's not just plug and play like the console is, but man, it's much more enjoyable. This mod does have a pretty bad problem with the physics of unfolding. I don't know if anyone else has experienced this kind of stuff, but it was kind of annoying. Have to detach it and reattach it, and then it works just fine. Right, turn this off, turn this off. That looks good. There goes my sound. Yeah. Even the games wants me to call it a night. Silent planting. So weird. This is what it'd be like if I had an electric tractor. The brand new electric Magnum. Oh, and the planter somehow is forcing air without making any sound. Nice, Phil. Yeah, it's a good trailer. For a while, I was using one that like it was like a flatbed gooseneck trailer, and I had a tender on it, but kind of got to the point where it was just too small, and I didn't really like hauling it around with just my pickup truck. So I upgraded to the semi-pulled version. Yeah, it's a good mod. Simple, effective. Not taking this corner very realistically. Oh well. Alright, when I get done with this pass, I'm going to call it a night. It's a good 2 hours. 2 hour streaming session. Not bad. Yeah, sure, Dre. If you just send me a message, I'll send me a message on Facebook, and I can send a picture of my farm build for you. So that'd be no problem. Glad someone else can appreciate it. Yeah, I can't get a hold of you on Facebook myself, so you have to send me a message so I can respond to you. Alright, well, everyone, thanks for joining and talking. It was fun. Hopefully I can start streaming more. So I enjoy being able to talk to the community about what's going on in Farm Sim lately and about farming in general. It's always a good time. Alright, Dre, yeah, once I end the stream, I'll take a picture for you and send you it on Facebook. Thanks for messaging me. Like I said, I'll try to start streaming more and see. Hopefully, what I want to do is just be able to stream this whole season of this map, at least portions of it anyway. You know, a little bit of planting, a little bit of spraying, and a little bit of harvesting. Try to get the full season in of streaming. We'll see how it goes. Again, thanks for everyone for joining. It was fun. And have a good rest of your night and good week. See ya.